Hello and welcome back to this Persona 4 Golden Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, shit completely hit the fan. Basically, Dojima found a letter from the killer, took us into questioning, and then it turned out that Nanako was the next target. We've discovered that the Tonoramu, one of those, was actually a delivery man with a TV in the back, and that was what he was using to kidnap people and shove them into the TV world. But today, we're not going to be saving Nanako straight away. We need to do some other business, and we start out here in Akanoa City. But we need to, firstly, play this crane game until we get this Pyro Jack doll, which is going to take a little while. But we've got some quests and flags to do first. So, what I will do, I'm sure you don't want to see me attempt all this all over again and again. So I will come back to you once I've got the Pyro Jack doll. So, we were unable to get the doll there, which is unfortunate, but we need to speak to this frantic middle-aged woman, is what her name is. Hey you, I saw you riding that bike. Yes, that was me. I knew it. People of Positioners, you have to help me. It's my Mika-chan. She's missing. I thought you'd be fine. Sasami-chan was with her. But if she goes wandering off out sometimes by herself, what if she winds up in Inaba or someone kidnaps her? Can you go further on a bike, can't you? Can you look for my Mika-chan in Inaba? Sure. Mika-chan is obviously a dog, so we need to find this lady's pet. So let's make our way back to Inaba. And she's giving us the hint that the dog really likes meat. So, you know the one place that we have to go in order to get that is Sazou Dayaku? I think is how you pronounce it. I'm probably butchering this, anyone that speaks Japanese. But let's head to the district north. Buy ourselves a steak skewer from the, as you can see the dog is here. What do you want to buy? A steak skewer. We will buy one of those steak skewers. Speak to the dog. There's an unfamiliar dog staring at you. Would you try calling its name? Mika. Dog isn't responding. Emi-chan. Yuri-chan. We will wait here. Decide to wait until it notices you. Woof. The dog noticed you, but got surprised and ran away. You feel sure it won't come back here again today. You should check back another day, which is certainly what we will be doing. And then now, we need to head towards Old Man Diodara's and speak to the gentleman in order to progress on the Death Arcana. Hey, have you come to see my art? Please look around. Take your time. Let's talk to him. Hey, I just bought a bunch of antiques from an entire sale by a woman who lost her husband. Found these strange letters in with what I bought. They're love letters, don't you think it's strange? Throwing them away is a bit cold, and returning them to the owner is also kind of an admission of reading them. Are the letters the one that Hisano had told you about before? You ask Diodara for the letters he found, as we receive those, which is obviously very, very good. So, we are armed with the letters for Hisano. We've obviously got the, I believe, the White Rider persona as well. We do, of the Death Arcana. So, without any further ado, let's head over to the riverbank and speak to Hisano. Where are you? Samajawi, a floodplain. And then head down to the riverbank. And speak to Lady Hisano. Yu-chan, I'm happy to see you. She smiled gently. We have White Rider. We will spend the day with Hisano. You showed Hisano the letters from her husband. The letters from my husband? How? You told her that they were with Diodara. Oh my, what it must have been when he came to collect those. That must have been when he came to collect the contents of the storehouse, so that's where I kept the letters. Thank you, Chan, from the bottom of an old woman's heart. I'm so happy. Hisano is very happy. I'm going to burn them. Ooh, did not expect that. I'll go get some matches. Okay. Also, this river blank is full of plastic bottles. Someone should be cleaning this up. She's going to burn them. What should you do? We're going to respect her privacy and not read the letters. On a quote written on a postcard. The wooden well frame, it was once shorter than it. I have outgrown it in the time that we have been kept apart. That's all the postcard says. Another postcard has a short composition on it. I want to see you so much. How much sky, earth, and water do my words have to run through on over to reach you, my dear Hisano? My dear, sorry. How I wish I was this postcard. Oh, isn't it just so sad? He had no idea that he was being deceived. I'm sure he never imagined that Hisano he loved would someday wish to see him dead. What do you mean? He was a kind, honest and loyal man. He fell ill, became bedridden, and I had to support our family. He would always apologize for me for failing as a husband. When he did, he would smile so sadly. His illness worsened, and he must have been scared. He began to take his fear and frustration out. The man who had been so kind, but that didn't bother me at all. I had agreed that I would work and take care of him the day we were wed, in sickness and in health. This is definitely leading down a euthanasia storyline.
But he forgot.
He forgot about who I was, and he forgot all about me. I couldn't bring myself to love him. He couldn't forgive the way he would look at me with such confusion in his eyes. He would wipe away... it's very triggering. Sorry if this is triggering people. And when I cried, he would wipe all my tears away, like the man he had been all those years ago. I couldn't forgive that. I couldn't bear it. I mean, I suppose it's the Death Arcana, so it's gonna be, like, incredibly heavy. I couldn't bear at all, that stranger in his body, stealing his mind day after day. When he slept, I tried to kill him. There, I told you it was coming, but I couldn't. While he was standing over him, he looked up, and he smiled at me. The same smile he gave to me when I was a girl.
And in the same voice he would use to tell me he loved me, he asked, "Who are you, ma'am?"
That was 3 years ago. After that day, he would forget who I was every morning. Every day he would ask me, "Who are you?" And every day I would answer, "Who am I today?" I was a total stranger to him until the very end. He was being cared for by a stranger as he passed away. That was his punishment for forgetting me. Ooh. I'm just going to choose the silence option there.
I was relieved.
Before I could feel anything else, I felt relief. Relief that it was finally over for the both of us. But then, that I realized that I had been wanting him to die. Because I wished it, he left this world and went to the gods. I am death itself. Hisano smiles sadly. You feel like you understand her a little bit more. Wow. Sorry for the triggering there. If it's incredibly dark. The old lady's social link has reached level 7. Your power to create personas of the Death Arcana has grown. Please throw away the letters away. I can't bear to see them. I don't want to touch them.
I'm sorry.
How incredibly sad. You weren't able to give Hisano back the letters from her husband. Perhaps you should speak with the owner of Diodara. So I'm guessing that's what we're going to have to do next time we find ourselves with the lady. Ooh, music change. And of course no Nanako-chan here. But let's harvest the vegetables by ourselves. And we've got some TV shopping to do. We harvested 2 returned daikon. What seedling will you plant? We'll plant, of course, the wall paprika. As I do need to go get myself some more seeds at a point like this. You planted the wall paprika. All by ourselves. No Nanako-chan here. Of course, Dojima is in the hospital as well. It's got a very somber feel to it. So, we're going to try and put stuff on our shelf. Dojima provide you with a shelf. What would you do? Place something on it. What will you place? The model robots. The Jack Frost doll. the Heather Army Agnagi. We have nothing else, so we need to fill this up, but we will get there. Gaze at model. How very cool. Obviously Jack Frost, the Shin Megami Tensei icon. And I think that's all we can do now. We can almost fill this up. We need to get the Pyro Jack doll, another one, but we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. As we walk down the stairs. Now, we need to get a good fortune from the shrine. So, let's make our way to the shopping district. And then save until we get the great blessing, because we need it for Marie. I've given up on the Temperance social link at this point. I have messed it up far too badly. But that's fine. So, let us save here, and I will see you guys at the shrine when we get a great blessing from Marie. So I'll see you guys then. So that took some time, but we finally got the great blessing. Feel like you've gotten a little bit closer to Marie? Your relationship will not become stronger yet. Which is kind of a hint as to what's happening now. Time passed as you tied the omachigi around the fortune tree. It's getting late. You decide to go home. And that's why the North Pole is colder than the North Pole. Speaking of cold, it gets cold really quickly. Remember to wear extra layers so you don't get sick. But ladies and gentlemen, it's no use to wear warm-ups under your skirts. Why? Because no one can see your legs. Weird. That was a joke. Just my way of reminding you to all wear school uniforms. Got it? Right, back on the topic. I'm going to ask you a question about the South Pole. I'll pick Yukon, since you don't even have a button on the front of your uniform in cold weather. Yeah, we're a bit like that. Which country do you think the South Pole belongs to? Japan, Australia, England, or no one? The answer is, of course, no one. How do you know? I'm impressed. You're right, the South Pole doesn't belong to anyone. The Antarctic Treaty System of 1961 rules that all land below 60 degrees of south latitude belong to no nation. Similarly, the North Pole is not owned by any country either. In fact, there's no land in the ice pole. It's just ice floating on the ocean. Now, please get out your textbook. Let's go over there. You gave the correct answer. Our knowledge has, of course, increased. My guys, it took so long to get that great blessing. Classes have ended for today. The fog will continue. Come after several days of rain, we must prepare to take action. We certainly will, but the first thing we're going to do is head into town. And head to the central shopping district. See if we can speak to that dog once again. Buy another steak skewer. You know how it works. So, to the North District we go. And Isuzu Ductai. Would you want to buy a steak skewer? We shall certainly buy one of those. You purchase a steak skewer. Speak to the doggo. Spot the unfamiliar dog that's staring at Isuzu Ductai. Grrr. It seems extremely angry for some reason. What should you do? Try talking to it. The dog will stay where it seems to have calmed down a little bit. Do you think you put it off guard? The unfamiliar dog still seems to be sniffing around. Maybe you should try giving it something. The steak skewer. Woof! And with that, the dog has run away. Will you be less wary of you next time? Try coming back another day. We certainly will. So, what we need to do is head to Old Man Diodara's again. Like we did earlier in the episode, it told us to. We want to see if he's got something else that may help us in the Death Arcana, which I'm sure he does. He is a collector of all, fountain of all knowledge. Have you come to see my art? Please do take a look around. Talk. Ah, you came at a good time. Do you remember those letters I gave you before? Well, I found more of them. If you want these two, you're more than welcome to them. You decided to take letters, and we've received Hisano's letters, which is obviously very, very good. Now, we're meant to be doing the Temperance link right now. I have a feeling that it might not work, because I am off by one social link, I believe. Where are you, Temperance? No, I'm off by 3. But we're going to do that anyway. Have we got a persona of the Temperance Arcana here? Justice, Death, Moon, Sun, Aeon, Fool, 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 Fortune. No, we do not. So, let's get ourselves one of those from the Velvet Room. let's just check the Compodium. And then, by Arcana, let's find ourselves a Temperance. Lovers, Chariot, Justice, Hermit, Fortune, Strength, Hanged, Death, Temperance. Here we go. Now, we're just going to go for the cheapest one, because I've not got that much money. But we have now summoned that lady Asparas from way back then. And then let's go see what we can do at Daycare. So, without any further ado, let's head to the Daycare section. We got Asparas. Let us go work for Daycare. It's also going to be good for us to get our money. You helped out at the Daycare Center. Who wants to play ninja? Come on, raise your hand. I don't want to play ninja, my clothes will get dirty. All these kids, my absolute worst nightmare. You two began playing ninja, completely ignoring the girls' objections. Once again, the children tug you from all directions. Our understanding has increased. Yuku, I'm here. Let's go home. Where do you want to eat for dinner? We can go somewhere expensive if you want. I'm not hungry. I'm gonna play more. I'll come later next time. I even left in the middle of a show just to be on time. I'm getting fed up with this treatment. I should have known better than to try. We're not related, so there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know if that's true. Eri is remaining silent. They say when a woman starts breastfeeding, her maternal instincts are awakened. It's true, I saw it on television. So, my maternal instinct towards him is shut away, especially since I've only known him for 6 months. There's nothing I can do. Fate has determined that we will be forever distanced. Speaking of fate, have you heard? Your entire life is determined from when you were even born. We're just little robots following our program that our creator made for us. So, whenever anything happens, there's nothing you can do about it. It was already decided for you. Doesn't that make you feel better? Isn't that a wonderful idea? I don't believe that's true, but as a general link with these social links, you're better off just agreeing with them, so we're going for that one. Amazing, isn't it? I saw it on TV. I was so intrigued I went to see the lecture by the speaker too. I was moved to tears. It was so relieved to know there's a higher power. Her eyes glittered. It just really isn't much to do when you live this far away from the city, and all I have is TV and the internet. You can buy things from all over that now. It's much more convenient. In fact, I'm having trouble staying in shape. Honestly though, I just want to go back to the city. Just let it go. I gave up on that a long time ago. Eri is smiling wearily. And I can tell you a lot of personal things. Please don't tell Yukon or the other mothers. I won't.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master Yu. She looks relieved. You felt an opening, Eri opening up to you out of a deep loneliness. And that means we get rank 4. Apparently we're meant to have rank 6 by now, but I've really messed this up, haven't I? But there you go. It what is. Temperance aren't that strong, it's just all the birds, innit? The young mother social link has reached level 4. Look at the time, I'm sorry. I'll take Yuku home now. Thank you very much. You two left abruptly and awkwardly. You decide to go home. You earned 10,000 yen from your daycare job. As once again we come into this room, where there is absolutely no one here for us. But what we're going to do today is say, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. One thing I will be doing in between episodes is getting another great blessing for Maria at the fortune thing, but I'm not going to bore you with that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.